Mm. You might not like this, Venus, um, but I don't think women. I don't think they should feel as entitled to coming as they do. And you going really push back on this narrative. But like women will have casual sex with you, or you'll know them for a little bit, and they'll think that you supposed to make them come, like every time y'all had sex. Now, when I was younger, that was my goal. I was like, yo, I'm knocking everything out the park. I'm tearing bitches out the frame, right? But as I got older, I'm just like, it doesn't make sense how women feel so entitled to come, and I don't think y'all know what goes into it. What you think about that?
Um,
I think it's a
you,
privilege.
I think the fact that you get to do it every time, that's a very selfish perspective to have.
Okay. Now, do you know why we get to do it every time?
It really don't matter. You get to
But
do
do
it
you know
every
why?
time. Like,
But we get to do it every time because we're putting in the work to come every time. So think about it. When a man comes, let's say a man comes in like 8 minutes, right? How many pumps you think he did in 8 minutes?
a lot.
A lot, right? Maybe 500, maybe 1,000. I don't know, right? He did a lot of pumps to getting himself where he needed to get to. How many thrusts do you think a woman did?
I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, men actually put in a lot of consistent work doing sex. It's constant work, and women feel like they're entitled to the residual benefits of that. Like a woman to lay down and be like, a woman to fuck you for the first time, right? Let's say you don't make her come. It's possible she might leave and be like, that nigga don't know how to fuck. He ain't make me come. Like that nigga he ain't give me up, but he got off. Right? We understand why men like nature wise why it's advantageous for a man to come fast, right? Because in nature it's like, all right, I'm trying to get you pregnant. We trying to have a baby. Cool. If I come fast, it makes sense. But the work that it typically takes to get a woman there, like to warm her up and stuff like that, to rev the engine and all that. I think if it's your woman, absolutely do it because it's your woman. She deserves it, and even though it's a privilege, but you're willing to do that for her. But like, why would a man withhold his nut for 30 minutes for you? Any
Because he's
otherwise,
not a selfish, entitled person, is why.
it was
So
crazy. Do you
selfish
do you like
men,
getting on top?
so selfish
Do you
men,
love getting on top,
I don't
Venus?
get into things like that on the internet, but
I,
selfish
I
men.
would argue a lot of women don't. They A lot of women don't love getting on top because it's work. It's work. If you had to get on top the whole time during sex, would you do it?
Again, I don't want to get into personally
Hell
into
no.
that.
Hell
I'm just
no.
saying. I'm just saying. That way, the way you're thinking is very selfish. That's what you call a selfish
Hmm.
lover. Like they just are in it for their pleasure and they don't care about whether you got pleasure.
I think that's the
But the
misconception.
woman
I
being
think
self,
because you said that you think men are selfish. You know, they don't want
Not
you. They
all
don't
of
care if
them,
you
but the
get there.
ones who said what you said, like that, like men who think
Yeah.
like they don't
So
even care about pleasing you. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why they're not selfish. Because if that same man could choose to make you come in 5 minutes, like he comes in 5 minutes, he would choose to have you come. Like he would choose to give you the same, the same that y'all come at the same time. So it's not selfish from the perspective like, yo, he would do that for you. However, the equity and the equality when it comes to the output and what we get out of it, I think really when it comes to sex, women, it's like having a school project where one person does all the work, but we both get the credit for it at the end. I think that's kind of like what women want because they don't understand the work that goes into it from a male's perspective. Like we're given the burden of making you come, even though women don't even know their own bodies for the most part. Most women don't know their own bodies, and they don't know what they. If you just laid down and told a woman use my dick to make yourself come, she wouldn't know what the fuck to do. Most of them, some of them do because they gonna get what they got to get for themselves. But most women never take the time to learn their body. You know, they never take the line of time to learn what they like and what they don't like. And I think men might be partly responsible for that because we get in there and we want to just like, yeah, I'm gonna tear that shit up, and we make it our responsibility. But yeah, I don't think women understand that. What do you think about that?
So you're basically saying that if women want an orgasm, they need to put the physical work in and earn it. Other than that, a man don't need to make it his business to give her an orgasm. That's what you're saying.
Not necessarily. So I'm saying that I think first and foremost, a woman, at minimum, I think a woman should learn her body, and she should be able to come to the bedroom and let you know what she likes and what she doesn't like, and what this is what gets me there. This is what I love, because when a man is having sex with you, he not just coming from the stuff he doing. He thinking stuff in his head that he like. You know, he thinking about he focusing when he having sex. Also, it's not just a bunch of stupid man shit. Um, but I think that's first and foremost. A woman should come knowing herself, knowing her body. Secondly, from that, I just think a woman shouldn't feel entitled to it because you don't know what I had to do to get you there, right? And
No,
you
I think a
didn't.
woman should absolutely feel entitled because
Okay.
men typically want sex way more than women do in a relationship. Uh, so
I
you're the
call
one
bullshit
always.
on that though. Hey,
You're the.
Venus, you been in long term relationships before?
Of course, I'm
Like
not
three
making
plus
shit
years?
up. If you ask most women in the chat, even they're going to tell you my man initiates sex more than I do. That's most women. That's not every woman, but most women are going to tell you. It's just true. So you're the one who wants to be in here all the damn time. And I'm supposed to grant you entry whether I want to or not. So the least you can do while you're visiting here is make it a pleasant stay for everyone involved. Okay, how about that? Months. So yes, I feel like women should be entitled.
Okay, so you think that if so, I'm not talking about within a relationship, right? And I'm talking about more casual. I think within a relationship, you should want to go do extra for the person that you with because we sacrifice for each other. As far as more so casual sex, with somebody who doesn't know your body and isn't, and hasn't learned your body, stuff like that. Women still have that same expectation that they should be
Yeah,
coming. And
yeah,
in that
absolutely.
scenario, it's not the man asking you for booty. I
Yes,
know
it
I
is.
never asked a girl for pussy in my entire life. I don't talk about
So
sex.
every
I don't do
time
none of that.
you came over or you was alone, they just started stripping and taking your clothes off, and you never initiated
No,
sex.
nah, we would start getting intimate together. But I never asked the
Yeah.
woman like, yo, it's a mutual thing. Like even if I initiate as far as like maybe giving her a kiss, right, or something like that, it's mutual. I gotta wait for you to come back for you to get reciprocate that.
Mm, yeah.
You gotta let me know you want this too.
So most men aren't asking you for it like verbally, but they initiated. They started because they want to get it going. So yeah, y'all initiated most. Again,
Hold
I'm
on,
gonna say all the time, but most of the
Venus,
time,
can I ask you a question with that? Do
yeah.
you think I can ask you a personal question, then I can ask you about most women? Do
Uh,
you want men to
Depends on the
initiate sex
question.
with you? Do you want a man to initiate with you?
Of course, just not as often as they do.
Okay, that's one question. Do you think most women want men
Ain't
to
no
initiate with
winning
them?
this goddamn conversation, big dog. Hey, yeah, of course, but not as much as they do. Hey, man, now I'm telling you now. Listen, and I come for Bina, but I know she gonna go down that road she like to go on. Man, listen, how you beat that shit? What she just said? She said, "Hey, she not even being fair with the conversation." She said, "Of course, but not as much as they do."
I only said that
We,
because it could get to a point where you feel bad, like you're
But he don't want you to
rejecting.
be as naked as much as you do in the house, but you do it. Shit, it's time. I seen something and it looked a certain way, and I felt a certain way. So what's the difference?
Because it, like I was saying, it could feel like you're rejecting somebody and you don't want them to feel rejected. That's not the goal. But if you hear yourself saying no too much, you feel like you are rejecting somebody. So that's why I said,
well,
like,
Venus, you got to understand my premise. I went back to casual sex, not like within a relationship. So when you say, yeah, I want that, but not as much, right?
oh well, no,
We're
that
talking
doesn't.
about
Yeah,
somebody, yeah,
that
right?
answer.
So in that situation, the woman who I'm meeting who is also interested in me, I'm giving her what she wants. She wants me to initiate. She doesn't want to have to initiate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so from that
But why did
perspective,
you
it's
approach her
we
in the first place? You wanted sex, Mont. Let's
no, yeah,
be
no.
honest.
Yeah, no, so I don't approach women. Some women, yeah, some women you just want sex from them, right? But I approach you pretty much. Let's say I don't verbalize this, right? But I'm saying like, hey, I'm interested in you, right? And I want to know if you're interested in me. Do you want the same thing that I want? And women are agreeing to that, not verbally, like, yeah, I want it, like, because we're not saying this is a dance, right? Um, you got it, Venus. When you see him, you know instantly within 5 seconds if you would be intimate with him or not, or if you want to.
That's a fact.
You
It
can agree
don't
to that,
take
right?
long.
You already know if you would be intimate with him, right? From that point, you want him to do. I've been with women who wanted me to initiate faster. My woman right now that I'm married to, I mean that I'm getting married to, she wanted me to initiate faster. But I like with women that I actually like, I take it slow, and I wait for them to get the choosing signal to get the signals. But she wanted me to like she like yo, I wanted to jump your bones a little bit faster. You was going a little bit slow for my pace, right? So y'all be wanting it. So I don't. I'm just trying to dismantle the part where we act like you don't want what I we don't you don't want it too, but you would like me to be a man and and do the work to get you there.
Yeah, women
To,
like it and they like you to initiate it and they like you to make them have an orgasm. All the above. So you should just do all the above.
there we go. But do you understand? And I'm gonna ask you a question because you're a fair person. I've already realized that you're a fair person. If I genuinely make a good argument and it's convincing, you will be like, you know what, Ma, you make sense. You know what, I can see you're willing to do that, right? In that
Uh,
scenario,
I think so.
you think so?
Yeah.
If I pretty much if I change your mind, I change your mind, and you're willing to get your mind changed, or is this something that's like, this is you hold this so close to your heart, you rather just keep this argument for yourself. You don't want to get
But
this one
let's
to me.
try. Let's try.
Okay, okay. My point is, when men have sex with women, can you acknowledge that we have the burden of making you come for
Yeah.
the most part? All right, so already we're at a deficit, right?
True.
Okay, so we already at a deficit. We have to make you come. We have to figure out how to make you come because every woman is different. You know, some women might like they box looks a certain way. Other women might like want you to suck on that thing, right? Like different women like different types. Of, one woman might want your mouth on that whole pussy. Another woman might just want you focus on this one part, right? So we got to figure that out. That's a task. Um, we gotta, figure out the spot to hit you from. What position is your favorite? Every girl got a different position that she like. You know, you might love to kiss. It's another girl that don't like to kiss as much. She like, yo, just hit that spot, right? So it's this thing that we trying to figure out in real time that we tasked with, and it might take you 30 to 40 minutes to get there, right? And I could have came in 2 minutes. So I'm that's another thing that I'm doing is I'm withholding my pleasure for yours, which is sacrificial, right?
Yeah. What's the problem?
So 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 far everything that a man is doing is extremely sacrificial, and we don't get credit for it.
I could argue that it's selfish because it's just maybe I'm being sacrificial for further access. It's still my own self in mind.
Make that make sense for me.
The man is trying to make sure that he gets the opportunity to return. So even if he is working to please you, it may not necessarily be because he just wants to please you. It just could be like, I want to please you so that you're hooked on me so I can keep coming back and getting what I want.
Yeah,
So a
that's
man
like
is
the
in a
first
position.
time type of shit. And then after that, is everybody feeling for themselves? Hey, shit. Hey, 'cause
Tory tired
you
of the
know,
torture.
yeah, they say, make your first impression your best impression. So, that's what that be. But shit, And then you got to think about it too. On average, when we talking about just like fucking around, man, the average man don't give a damn about what you do if you get off or not. He trying to get him.
I think men who actually like you, they do care. Like they talk to you about it.
Yeah, they do it like the first time, and then that's just to make sure you stay down and know that it's around here and it can come back, and you gonna keep wanting to know what day it's gonna show up. Then he gonna hit you with it again 2, 3 weeks down the line where you know it's still here, but it ain't gonna happen every time.
No, I mean people who like you have ongoing. My experience personally was like people who you have an ongoing
Fling
situation
with
with.
Comfortability
They
with, yeah.
tend, they tend to,
situationship,
they tend to, they do care. Like they
but y'all done
actually.
got comfortable with each other at that point, and familiarity is
She talking
done
about
kicked
committed
in.
relationship.
You feel me? So even though y'all not in a relationship, quote unquote, together, but y'all are, y'all are.
Anybody else want to say something?
Hey
Latino?
y'all, yeah, I don't know what's going. I don't know what the question was. I was like trying to understand what he was saying. I came in a little late.
Are you from up north too?
I'm from Pittsburgh,
Okay. You want to
so
know his question or you want to know Mont's question? Like, what are you asking?
I definitely feel like Juan made some points that I'm feeling some type of way about it. Like he's not dating. I'm upset about that. But
Can never
his
accept
question,
defeat. No. I was putting up a fight for my life. Don't ever condone what Mont is saying. It's bad
his
for women.
oh my gosh, I was over here like I can't even deny it. What he is saying is making sense, and I'm getting upset. Like it's like my blood is boiling. Like he might be like low key right, and I feel bad because
No, he's
men really
not.
they
You're in your
that so much
masculine.
work.
Get out of your masculine right now. You're
Think
you're
about
too
it though. Like
you're too
they
logical. Get out of your logical brain. Get back to the emotional one. Get out of
okay,
there. That's not for you. Get out of there. It's not safe.
but think about it though. Like really having to figure out a woman's body is work. On top of that, we still criticize them so bad on every little thing they do wrong. Like it's really messed up.
No, it's not, girl. No, it's not. Because all right, think about this. The last man who pleased you like the way that, was best for you, 9 times out of 10, didn't he have you like kind of wrapped around his finger?
Okay, yeah, but when we talking about
Okay, yeah. So guess what? There's a prize that comes with that work. That's all I'm saying.
So no,
yeah,
that last man didn't have to do that. That last man he naturally had chemistry with you. I do believe that we, some people are just made sexually and relationally, in a relationship perspective, to be together, right? And some people sexually, you just met somebody who